Abby can cook.
I can cook, I can clean, I'm great in bed, I've got a great set. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Where was we going now?
Oh,
What?
I'm
Like, whoa. Back to Kwame and Chelsea, yeah? Welcome back. Rare Talks, you already know where it is. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we're back today with another Love is Blind Rare Reaction. And I'm joined today by...
Abs World. Hello, everyone.
See how she's on point this week? She was ready. She's been rehearsing that all week. She said, yeah, when I come this time, I'm not going to pause. Abs World.
Confident with it now.
Don't play around. So we're doing a reaction to a video that's done by someone called Dr. Sherry Types. It's called Internalized Racism Revisited. Love is Blind Season 4. It's about the two couples, Kwame and Chelsea. That's the couple that we was talking about on the last episode of our Love is Blind's reactions, where the woman is very open and she said she wanted children and her clock's running out, and the guy was like, yeah, cool. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, he weren't on it. But we even actually discussed that we don't think they're going to actually last because of their backgrounds potentially anyway. And funny how this has now come up. So
we're going to see what this woman has to say, and we're doing a reaction on her, basically. So, yeah, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Season 4. And this time we're going to take a look at Kwame and Chelsea and try to understand what's going on there. So first, the disclaimer. I've seen the finale and the reunion episode, so spoiler alert. And I understand that it's an edited TV show, so I'm only analyzing these people based on what's been shown. I don't claim to know them fully. So I was a bit nervous in the process of making this video because I'm once again going to discuss the issue of race. And I've really made an effort to give Kwame the benefit of the doubt. However, here's what I'm certain of about Kwame. Firstly, that he's experienced a lot of rejection because of his race.
I couldn't pick up my girlfriend to go to prom because I'm black.
Secondly, that he's experienced a lot of repression from his own family, his culture, his religion.
My parents used to have a lot of control over my dating life, like an astonishing amount. Partnering Christianity with like a very, very deep West African focus, it made for a lot of strict upbringing, to put it simply.
And that his coping mechanism is to be impressive in the sense of achievement and competence.
So I always...
I'm gonna lie, this Chinese woman's got a good analysis. She basically said everything that we kind of said. You said last week, it's not gonna work because his family roots and her just don't align. And I'm looking at you thinking, you know what, sometimes you got them Africans, yeah, or people that are from Africa, that they're very westernized.
Yes.
So it's like, they don't even look, they're actually looking at white people and them as equals to a certain extent. And they have their culture, but they're more likely with the Western, especially when they're in America. Because Americans, if I'm honest, and this is going to just sound a little bit rude, but I feel like Americans are the most washed out of all races of people.
Yeah, because they say black American.
Yeah, and to me, what does that mean?
Exactly.
It doesn't even... Where you from, bro? Africa, Ghana, Nigeria. Because in England, a man will say, I'm a Niger boy.
Yes.
Like, I'm a Niger boy. And you be like, all right, my man's Nigerian. Or man be like, I'm a Ghana boy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he probably speaks Tree or from Akara. Or like, they're in the UK, like, man are close to their roots.
And proud as well.
Yeah, and very, very proud. It's not, no, I'm English African.
Yeah.
No, you ever heard men say I'm British African? Man just say, I'm African.
Yeah.
Like, my family's from Kenya. And they're proper proud to tell you that my family's from Kenya, or my family's from Somalia, or my family's from Eritrea, or my family's from Egypt. It's like... But with African Americans, I feel like they struggle a lot with their identity.
Yeah.
And that plays a role on their relationships, because like, I can tell that just from what I've just heard already is like, he's gone through a lot himself internally and externally, meaning that he's gone through his own like racism that he's faced, and then his family's morals and pushing traditions on him has also had an effect on him.
Yeah,
so that plays a lot of psychological factor on him as a person. And now he's getting into a relationship with a girl that's not from his culture, that's from a whole other race, that people might look down and think, oh, do you see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of factors now even coming into play with all of this.
And they're huge, huge parts as well. That's going to be a struggle. Oh, bless him, man.
So if you listen,
feel this need to impress. I like have to immediately bring up, hey, like, I'm really successful and I have my master's degree.
Another coping mechanism is that he's learned to compromise.
I don't mind transitioning into that lifestyle, but like, I feel as though I'm somebody who tends to compromise a lot, right?
Ooh, okay.
And that's what I'm trying not to do here.
So then here's what I speculate. Chelsea was not just the second choice after Micah. I feel that she is what I would call a consolation prize.
If I was to write down the perfect girl for me.
All right, cool. Let me just be honest. There's a lot of women that are constellation prizes to us men.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
I've been
And-
one.
but a lot of men are constellation prizes to women. So if we really look at it from this kind of hemisphere, we're all constellation prizes.
Yes.
Because our first pick we never got, so we're like, all right, I never got him. So, but he looks kind of like him, and he's similar. He's kind of similar, but he's not him. And then that means that it's like you're kind of settling now for that person, especially. And when it's like an interracial relationship, like there's no settling. I feel like if you like somebody, you should be with that person.
Yes.
Not like, oh, I'm just gonna be with a white girl because I like this white girl, but she don't want me, so I'm just gonna be with this white girl. I don't feel like that's even healthy. Like I want to be with you because I genuinely like you as a person. Like your character, the way you are, the way you make me feel is what it's about. Not that, oh yeah, I got that prize white girl on my arm, or you got that prize black guy on you, that successful black guy on your arm. But he's not actually who you want. The other guys who you want, but you can't get to him. So I'm just gonna settle for him. And I feel like that's really, really bad in interracial relationships more than ever.
You think?
In more than ever. Because she's saying that Chelsea was basically his constellation prize, meaning that it wasn't his first pick or his second pick. It was just, like you just popped up and you liked me and I thought, flip it. Yeah, I have to win the show. I have to play the game. Does it make sense? I didn't come here to waste my time and let's make money and, you know, let's be successful. Let's make this a business now. And she's like, yeah, why don't we? And it's like, now it's like a game.
That's so true. Yeah, I get
And
that.
now we're playing like a little game, like we're playing a interracial couple that's so happy, and a lot of people buy into that because it's very common.
Yes.
In 2023, it's one of the most common things. It's 20 or 30 or 40 years ago, it was like you'd see it, but people would be like, everyone be frowning. The black people be frowning at the black guy, and the white people would be frowning at the white girl. But nowadays, it's like it's so common in our society that it's not really looked at like that. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it's celebrated more, isn't it, in a way?
100%.
Than you just it's celebrated a bit more.
Yeah.
If you're not like traditional and westernized, it is. But if you're westernized, it is. But if you're not,
So look, it says Mika is his perfect girl. Mika was a girl in season 4.
Before I even showed up to this experiment, it would be you.
So not all...
Mika kind of look like you. Do you see her? Yeah. So Mika looks like
Kwame
Abby.
looks a bit like you. So
Don't do that. She tried to do me dirty. That was dirty.
Just
Mama's
kidding.
hairline looks like it's about
Yeah,
hair.
it does,
My thing's
like
still
3D.
good, yeah. Alhamdulillah, you know what I'm saying? Allah, please protect my hairline, please. But that one there was mad. Yeah. She look like you though.
All second choices are consolation prizes. A consolation prize means it's better than nothing. You've chosen them out of desperation, desperate to not be alone, desperate to make yourself feel better. You're not really choosing them for them. And it seems that Kwame went for Chelsea mainly for her validation of him.
The one thing that just keeps popping up about her.
Is it that she validates you more than I do? And reciprocates feelings more vocally?
Yes. Point blank, period.
And for her obsession with him.
Cool, but you know what? Let me say this, yeah? Chelsea was playing the game right. Because I'm more likely to choose the woman that I feel is more obsessed with me than the woman that I feel like doesn't really boost me up more. Like, I'm going to pick the woman that boosts me up. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care how pretty you are, but if you always pump goodness into me and you're always speaking life into my dreams and you're always constantly trying to help me, you're always just like just a proper like helper, like you just want to help me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to want to marry you because it's like you, like, for a man, he needs that to keep going.
Yeah.
That's our fuel.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out there and fight all them demons and I'm going to kill every single zombie, because you just told me that I can. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yes.
you pumping that into me is like you being obsessed with me. It's like a man wants a woman that's obsessed but not obsessed. I know it sounds
Not in
so
a crazy way.
It sounds so contradictory because I want you to be obsessed,
Yeah.
but I don't want you to be obsessed.
Yeah, that's so
I
funny.
want you to be obsessed like with me. So like when you see me, I want to see like sparkles in your eye. I want to see butterflies. I want to see you like you just want me. But then at the same time, I don't want it to be like you're crazy to the point where I have to flip and watch my back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, you stabbed me. You made me do it. I fucking love you.
Yeah.
I'm bleeding. I'll take you to hospital, baby. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's toxic. That's toxic.
You
I'm
stabbed
going to
me.
stab you and say, baby, come on, let me take you to hospital. Oh, that's so toxic.
That happens though.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I feel like that's what Chelsea was giving him. And that's why he liked Chelsea. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, if I'm being honest. If a man likes a woman.
Chelsea? Chelsea. Wow. I know. Like, bro, I've never met this girl. And I've never had somebody so fucking into me. It is wild.
A good contrast would be Bliss and Zach. Bliss might be the second choice chronologically, but she is definitely not a consolation prize. Zach fully loves her for being her, and you can see how happy he is with her. Whereas the common consensus with Kwame is that he looks miserable.
And want you to see like the joy. Like we haven't even had like the best moments and days of our lives together.
Listen, when we get up to that altar, it comes down to the decision that will make us both happiest. So I just want to make sure that we're both happy going into it.
Of course. Why wouldn't we be happy?
Don't do that. Stop that.
In fact, he seems so miserable that his marriage has been joked in social media memes as being a hostage situation.
You're my husband.
Yes,
I am.
your wife.
No, my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Do you know what it is?
Oh my God.
I've understood it.
What?
It's not that Kwame he's not happy and he's depressed. It's the fact that I feel like his family haven't played an active role inside of it. Now, for a man, majority of times, I want to marry a woman that, if I'm being honest, my mum is happy with.
Yeah, of course.
Like, I'm just being real with you. Like I can't be with you and my mum's or my dad are not happy. My dad he's a sad guy, so I don't really with him he's hot and cold.
No, mummy's.
But my mum,
Yeah,
I'm
me
not gonna
too.
lie. If my mum is like not liking you, I'm gonna be like, shit, there's something proper wrong with this girl.
Yes.
On the basis that I really do trust my mum's intuition. Like I proper do. There's a lot of times where, if I'm honest, I haven't, and I've nearly died because of not trusting my mum's intuition. I've nearly died. My mum has looked at me and said, that girl is gonna do A, B, C, and she exactly done A, B, C, to the point where I don't feel like it's healthy for any of us to even bring a relationship to our mum unless we're actually serious, because our mum will just see through everything.
Yeah.
And she's even as much as optimistic as she is and nice she is, if your family ain't playing an active role inside of your marriage, you will never be a happy person.
That's, yeah.
On the girl or the man's side.
Yeah.
There has to be that kind of like compromise. Does that make sense? Even if the family are racist and whatever, they're like, fuck it, we're coming to the wedding. To this one, I don't know how the wedding went. I don't know if the whole family came. I couldn't tell you. But I can tell that there's something there from the family that's installed in him that's making him not feel happy. Because she's actually a good woman. I can't, like, she looks like she's proper into him, and that's what the whole goal is, to marry someone that you're into into you.
But I feel like he's holding back so much because of the opinions of his family. And you can't, as much as your family needs to accept the person, you can't fucking, do you know what I mean? You can't be with somebody through your parents' opinions, or you can't not be with somebody.
Have you ever been with someone
completely.
and you've had that kind of relationship with them? Have you ever been with someone that's black and their family a little bit funny with you?
Yeah. I had my ex-boyfriend's mum. She warmed up to me because she could see I was down with it. I'm not one of those weird white girls that lives in Essex that's racist. Do you know what I mean? I've been around black people all my life. But she was a little bit standoffish when I met her. She was like, oh, I didn't realise she was white. Do you know what I mean?
She actually said that.
Yeah, she was like, I didn't know he was white. I was like,
Awkward. Side eye.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I am. Oh my God.
Hey, but how do you respond without being disrespectful? Because you don't want to be disrespectful to his mum. So how do you respond in a situation like that?
Showed her my Sunday music playlist and pictures of me cooking, and she was like, all right, you're in. I showed her, I just was like, yeah, I just laughed. And then after a while, like, I'd pick her up and she would see my music on my playlist that I was, do you know what I mean, listening to whatever it was. And then I would cook for her sometimes and she'd be like, oh, yeah, you're all right. You're
you
not.
You cooked for the mum?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's rare, boy.
Yeah.
That's rare, like rare talks.
Mm-hmm.
And she ate as well?
Yeah, she ate it.
And she liked it as well?
She loved it. Loved it.
So Abby can cook.
I can cook, I can clean. I'm great in bed. I've got a great set. Oh, sorry, wrong show.
Where was we going now? What?
No,
like, whoa. Back to Kwame and Chelsea, yeah?
Yeah, you know what
Husband, wife.
Yeah, that.
And in a way, he is a hostage, but a very willing one, because he's learned to cope with his situation by falling in love with his captor. The captor being colonialism and white supremacy, basically Stockholm Syndrome. So how did I make that jump? It's definitely not just because he's black, she's white, so that's the easiest conclusion. I said before that Chelsea is a consolation prize. And as the show went on, we just watched Kwame having to compromise himself more and more and give into Chelsea's agenda.
Like, do you want to settle down?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
If you're not infatuated with someone madly...
Do you remember what I said before about having the baby?
Yes.
Do you see that pause?
Yeah.
Now, you see if I really want to be with you, and you said to me, do you want to say, oh, babe, stop that, man. You're talking crap, man. Like, I'm gonna mash you up like, babes, your guy, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, where's this coming from?
Yeah.
Are you all right? What's happening? Is everything blessed? You with them single girls too much, aren't you? I didn't like your friendship group, Abby. Yeah? Stop rolling with them single girls. They're no good for you. But where did that come from? Like, for the fact that she asked him, oh, do you want to settle down? And then him looking at her, and the way he looked at her was like, so like, emotionless, like.
Yeah, he panicked a little bit about what his answer would be.
But why? If you want to be with someone, do you pause?
Never.
If I want to be with you, my brain's already told my mind, so my tongue's gonna say it fast.
Yes, exactly. You don't have to think about your answer because it's just, yeah, of course I do.
But if you're not, you're gonna be like,
yes.
Should I say it? No, fuck it, just keep it. Of course I do.
Oh, that's so awkward. Oh, I'd die if a man was like that.
So this Chinese woman's analysis is like,
she's really good.
A1. I don't know who she is. Dr. Sherry types. Big up to you. You've done a really good analysis on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Madly in love, which I think a majority of the audience has felt he's not, then why else would you make such sacrifices?
Now I pick up more responsibilities. Moving to a new city, making new friends, being in a new place. When it comes to a marriage, we're merging two lives. But in this sense of merging, I am taking...
You're the one that's having to make the sacrifice.
I'm taking every sacrifice. She's not making a single one.
I had to go elsewhere to go looking for other reasons why he might be so willing to compromise when he's so obviously not happy.
Seattle, you're overpriced. You know what I'm saying? Like, you are Lamar Odom with Michael Jordan prices. You're not that great. But, you know, I'm trying to get over that.
So, just to make sure, you are American.
I think I said replace Seattle with Chelsea. What did you think of that?
I don't know. Can you tell me what?
He's basically talking about the city that he's in.
Yeah.
And he's cussing the city.
Yeah.
But he moved there because of her.
Listen, this is where it comes, where the man gets... You start thinking, why is my man so angry for all the time? Because he doesn't fucking like you and he's trying to put you off by being an arsehole. Do you know what I mean? And some women just don't get that. They just keep pushing and pushing. And when he wows out, that's crazy. That's crazy.
America, you are saying yes, right?
And I'm afraid that I can only conclude that it stems from his race and him being rejected for it.
I actually was going to use the name Alex instead. Because I just feel like, I feel like Kwame just like puts me in this very specific area.
It also stems from his attempt at trying to escape his family, their strict religion, and their culture that has repressed him for so long.
She said that as a mother, as someone who, would expect more from me, I didn't do the right thing. She doesn't think that I used my head in this situation. And that she can't really say that she's happy for me.
If you're internally starting from...
Before we even saw that, what did I say to you?
Yeah.
What did I say to you?
The mom, the family.
And I told you that will destroy a man, because you see that scene there, that was the most emotional scene. They played it down, but for me, that was the most emotional scene. And I'll tell you why, yeah? As a man, your mom's validation of your woman is everything. So if a woman really wants you, she got to go to your mom. That's all she's really got to do. And the mom will try to keep a hold of the son. I say try because most men are rebels. They don't listen anyway. They never listen to their mom in general. So right now I'm listening now. But it will have more of an impact. It's easier to break up with a girl that your mom doesn't like. Yeah, mom, yeah, she giving me problems. I told you she could give you problems. And that's like all you needed was that validation from her. I swear that you'll never chat to that girl again. No. I will never, I'll block your number and act like you don't even live on this planet. You will never hear from me again. Yeah. Once my mom gives me that green light, or if my mom gives me that that stop sign, like stop. No, she's a good woman. Don't do that. I might want to fight a little harder.
Yes.
I might want to fight a little harder.
Yeah.
In his situation, there was no mom. There was no family.
That's so emotionally hard because you've got no support telling you if you're doing things right and support. That's really hard. And
as a man, you don't even it's not even the fact that your mom's playing even a role into your relationship. It's the fact that I can take you to my mom's and feel nice and feel comfortable.
Yes.
How imagine going to your mom's house now with a woman that she's not saying I'm unhappy, but she's not saying she is happy. That's, to me, you're unhappy. In my mind as a child, if I don't know, because if you don't know if your mom was hot and cold, it's like you're just going to choose cold.
Yeah. I feel really sorry for him, actually. I really do. I don't think he's living his truth, is he?
100% not.
Your skin colour's not going anywhere. Just do you know what I mean? He's got to live he's living a lie.
But he can't get out of it, though.
I know.
Because it's like, he's married now, isn't it? They're married. This is what the show is about.
Sad.
Starting from such a low place, then of course you'll compromise because you don't think that there's anything better out there for you. It's like he's thinking, I need to be with a successful white woman to balance out all the rejection and pain that I've suffered.
She's very smart. She's very driven. She loves what she does. Chelsea, sometimes I'm just in awe of who she is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, that's my lady.
I need a white family to adopt me, to escape my own family, my own culture that has repressed me.
I hope you like a lot of family time because we have a lot of it. Sunday night dinners, we all get together for dinner.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I've never really had that. So me and my family never really even ate dinner at the same table. And I don't think there was anything bad about it. It was just like how we lived.
Right.
I haven't really had a family where we ate dinner at the same table.
Now you get to. Happy to have you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Chelsea is a very rare find, therefore, because she fulfills both these things and she's obsessed with me. And look, I've been an immigrant child. I've grown up being a minority race. So I do have a lot of compassion and understanding that experience, that upbringing can have an impact on how you see yourself and therefore impact your choices. And before anyone draws any comparisons, I want to state that Kwame is not Sheikh. not Shake from season 2. The root of the problem might be the same, but Shake dumps on everyone else, whereas Kwame does not. He actually compromises himself. And I also understand why watching people like Kwame is triggering for so many, because his self-rejection reminds us of our own trauma. If we then look at their cognitive functions, there are more reasons for their attraction aside from race. So they are the so-called aspirations of each other, meaning that they have the exact same functions but in reverse order. Our lower functions should be called our subconscious functions. They are termed lower in the sense that they're closer to our unconscious, to our core. And these are functions that are important to us, that we aspire to be good at. And so we tend to look up to other people that have these functions as their dominant, because these people embody these functions with ease at a conscious level. Kwame's attraction towards Chelsea is mainly due to TE, extroverted thinking. So TE is a function that concludes and categorizes, and therefore it's related to priorities and rankings. TE wants to be respected in society for their achievement and competence. This is what Kwame aspires to and what Chelsea does effortlessly. The fourth function in our stack is called the inferior function, and we have a tricky relationship with this function because it's very important to us, yet we also feel reluctant to use it because it takes a lot of energy out of us. And TE is also about standards and boundaries. And in Kwame's case, it means that he is going to be reluctant to express his own needs and his boundaries versus Chelsea, who would be very confident in doing this. Hence why he is always the one compromising.
I really love Portland. I really do. I know I'm okay to move, you know, but I feel like this is home.
It's a very cool place, babe.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Does it make you think, oh, I might move to Portland?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think we're gonna settle in Seattle, regardless of all the factors.
In addition to this, Chelsea also guilt trips him emotionally into commitment, meaning there's no space for Kwame to express his very valid feelings.
That goes back to my initial point that I usually say that women are naturally narcissistic. See, Chelsea's guilt tripping them, and I don't even think she's doing it from a place of hate.
No.
It's just from a place of survival.
Yes.
She's doing it for a reason, to get a goal. Instead of like, me, I'm a man, I would just say it how it is, but as a woman, she'll do things to make things happen.
Yeah.
Because she's more controlling in the mind. And I'm unaware of what she's actually doing to me. As you as a person from the outside, and you be like, damn, she's manipulating. Because I remember I brought a situation once to a woman, and she's like, yeah, this is what the woman done to you. She just basically wanted to get rid of you. So she made up this scenario about you and did all of this. And I'm like, but why would she do that? And she started to laugh. And then I was like, you fucking knocks. Like, is that how people actually think?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even think of it like that. The girl used something that I done to trigger a situation to bounce away from me.
Okay. Yeah, I've done that before. Not that, but I've done a situation where like he wasn't really taking me out and stuff. So I'd be like, oh, have you seen on Sunday there's a deal at the Ned in London? And every day I was banging on, like, you know, trying to kind of manipulate him to be like, oh, let me take you out somewhere then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, yeah.
See?
Yeah, it worked.
So
yeah.
So Chelsea guilt tripped him.
Have
you ever guilt tripped a man?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want to know what guilt tripping is?
Yeah, go on. I'll probably say yes after that.
I watch this and tell me if you watch this.
Feelings and concerns over their marriage.
Truly, like deeply, do you think you're ready?
There's some things that come up in my mind that make me have to take an extra second to think.
It would be the biggest letdown of the century to put what we've built to waste and throw it away.
Yes, I've done that before, yes.
That's guilt tripping.
Yes, I have been that person.
It's mad because do you believe me that you done it subconsciously? So you some things that we do that is of like wrong actions, it's not done out of maliciousness.
No.
I need everyone to understand this. Not everybody out there is out there to hurt you. Some people are just know how, it's our coping mechanisms of how we survive in the world that is very cruel. And we've learned some of these things from our parents, from our friends, from our peers, but we don't see it as wrong until it happens to us.
Yeah. And sometimes we actually are just trying to get the best out of that situation, and because we can see they're not feeling it, we know that it can go far, so we're trying to pull any strings we can to try and get it to work. So it's not always from a nasty place. You're right.
Chelsea is TE dominant, so her tendency is to be outcome driven and to prioritize her goals over feelings. Her goal here is marriage by the end of the show. So she's not going to be sympathetic towards Kwame's feelings and hesitations because in her mind, they are not important enough to jeopardize her goal. She's also very capable of suppressing her own hurt feelings over being second choice in order to achieve the goal of being married ASAP. And this is because her FI, introverted feeling, is in the last position. The danger with coupling with your aspiration is that you run the risk of suppressing each other's dominant functions because of your own insecurities. You end up suppressing the qualities of that person that you fell in love with in the first place. In this case, Chelsea is actually suppressing Kwame's FI, introverted feeling, his emotions, his ability to express them, and to be himself, which is actually what she fell in love with in the first place. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you found it helpful and interesting. Please like and subscribe to support my channel, and if you wanted us to analyze...
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm blown away by her analysis. I'm literally, I'm not even a hater. Like, that analysis was absolutely incredible. Like, Dr. Sherry types, get in touch with me.
Yeah.
I would love to get you on the episode because your breakdown of it was so detailed and so like thorough. You could tell that she'd done her research.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
I didn't even know about FI
I
and TE. I didn't even know about and suppressing this and this. And
but it makes so much sense.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
That is crazy.
I know.
So what? All right. So watching that back now, what do you think Kwame and Chelsea's marriage? What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. It's not going to go well unless I think they both need to do some work on themselves quite deeply. I think he needs to accept certain situations in his life, and I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out. His mum and that.
You said it from the beginning, though.
Didn't I actually?
You actually said it before even watching any. Because if you lot don't know yet, we're actually literally playing catch up. We haven't actually watched anything, but we will have a movie night where we just binge. Me and Abby are gonna have a night where we binge and watch about the whole season in one sitting. And
Rhea's gonna wear a onesie, so it's definitely gonna be one to watch. Can you imagine?
A onesie? She tried to do me.
With ears.
What rabbit is? You proper dog. If you see me come out like that,
you violated.
I know Abby will be like this. This is what Abby will do if she sees that.
Yeah, get that on TikTok. I'll keep it as evidence in case you ever upset me.
Right, you wanna fuck with me? Right? Watch. No! I wake up to like 100 messages. Bare comments like.
Put your number on a cap.
You're corrupted. You're actually corrupted. Did you hear what she just said? Do you not just hear what she just said? Nah, I'm not. I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I'm not. So internalized racism. So from like, why do you think he compromises so much? She broke it down everything.
She did.
I don't really need to say much, but I just feel like I feel sorry for him because it looks like he's picked a woman that he doesn't actually want, but the woman's got what she wanted. That's why she said, we got to have kids now. Yeah. Because like she knows her clock's ticking and she's like, I'm pushing this race forward. You can't stop me. I kind of find that admirable to a certain extent in a woman. Like, she knows shit's happening, and I've got a good guy.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold on to him, and I'm good. But because I feel like every relationship is different, the dynamic of it. So sometimes we want everyone to be like this alpha, but not everybody is an alpha. And if the world is full of alphas, it'd be full of a lot of murders.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of heads would be bumping, a lot of people would be getting killed. So I genuinely believe that, if I'm being honest, if she is taking the role and she's acting the more masculine in the relationship, some relationships, I'm not saying that's my relationship, but I think some relationships work well under that.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It takes a strong... I think some men like to sit back a little bit and just watch how beautiful it is that the woman is pushing on. Yeah.
But does that take away from his being able to express himself emotionally? That's a problem, because eventually that turns into... That's how domestic violence happens.
Yeah.
When I start to get so mad that I can't fucking hold this in anymore, you fucking bitch, you ruined my life! Bow! And then before you know it, I'm saying sorry, I didn't really mean to do it.
Yeah.
But all these fucking years, I wasted my fucking life with you, Chelsea. I didn't even want to get married to you. And then that's some fucking...
Yeah, all that internalised shit just comes up.
Things wasted my whole life. You fucking helped me. You're in the shit Seattle with fucking a lot of money.
Yeah.
You just fucked up my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You weren't even the guy I wanted.
And then we will turn around and say that he's a narcissist. He's not really.
He's built that up.
He's just built that up, yeah.
And not being able to express his... Because I don't believe that you should be over-emotional with a woman, but I generally believe I should be able to express my emotions to you. So if I feel like something's not right and I don't want to be here, and Abby's like, yeah, move Essex, mate. Yeah, let's go Essex. And I'm like, and I don't really like Essex. And then you're like, you koalas me somewhere, and I'm like, I'm in Essex. And then you're like, you like it here, babes? I'm like, yeah, I like it.
Oh, that is such a horrible relationship.
This is my face when she says, do you like it here, babes? She says, you like it here, babes? He loves it in Essex. And I'm just like, yeah, I love Essex. Oh, God. And you're like, do you want to go to the countryside? I'm like, no, I don't want to go to the countryside. Yeah, let's go, babes. Let's go walk the dogs. I don't even fucking like dogs.
Yeah.
Like, you just fucked my whole life up. And I can't say nothing.
And you've allowed it.
Yeah.
Because you're compromising.
And now because I went against the grain of my family, I can't even let go.
Yeah.
Because now I'm going to look like a real fool. They're going to be like, told you so.
Yeah.
I told you so. That's like the worst. The worst thing you say to me is I told you so.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like a knife cutting in my chest and ripping it open. Leave me to make my fucked up this.
Isn't it?
Leave me to make my mistakes. But anyway, that's another episode of Love is Blind. We'll see you back next week. Bow.